Come on in, everyone. Come on in because we are here to talk about Ready to Love Season 11, Episode 11. And we are here to talk about the Detroit season. Is it Detroit or Detroit? I ain't got a whole lot to say, y'all. I'm just popping in here to let you know that I'm watching the show. And as it gets going, I'm going to be reviewing it. I'm going to review it. But so far, I'm liking the group that we have. I like that everyone has come suited and booted. Everyone is dressed real nice. We haven't seen no real big toxicity. Not at all. Not at all. We met Dominique, who's 42. She's a celebrity stylist. She says she got twins that are 25 years old, plus a 21 years old. She says she is done with having her baby. She's been married to some superstars out here in the world. And we got a couple of men who might be a little bit intimidated by that. We know one of them is Vince. Vince running around grilling her about what her tattoos said and giving all this hoopla. Boy, just go sit down. Just go sit down and say you can't date no woman that's been married to an NBA player. That's fine. We are good with it. We met Bello, 38, a real estate broker. He said he got a 1 year old that he's co-parenting with the mother on. One, that's real soon. That is real soon, Bello. We got Emily. She 44. She says she flamboyant with diamonds. She a high school teacher. Plus she is a seamstress for the Detroit Pistons. She said that she does not want no erectile dysfunction husband and she don't want to be no hospice wife. But let me tell you something, Emily, you're going to have to get a smile put on your face. And we can see that she was on the bottom. She was on the bottom. So hopefully she will start to smile. That's what we're hoping for. We have Stephen, who's 39. He's a seventh grade teacher. He said he wants kids. He said his mama is deceased. He misses mama. He seems sweet. He seems kind. We got Christina, 36. She's a singer and songwriter. I wasn't a fan of Christina. Once Christina started walking around talking about not everybody is used to this pretty and how she can't be with the general population, I was done with Christina. Maybe she can do something to turn my mind around, but right now, Christina is not one of my favorites. She's going to be on the bottom. We met Devin, 38, a project music director with the keyboards. We met Lauren, 36. She's a 6-foot woman. She was the one that was mad because the guy Xavier wouldn't turn around and spin around for her. Girl, we ain't no puppets. Ain't nobody your puppet. But she says she got 3 large children because she's 6 foot tall herself and she needs a man with a big D. Girl, people be asking for the wrong things at certain times of their life. Ashley's 31. She a personal trainer. She's the owner of a gym. We got to meet Darius. He's 40. He said he's flashy. He's a fashion designer. He got exotic car rental business and he owns a bunch of banquet rooms. So he said he's well known around the city of Detroit. He looked like he a player from the Himalayas, but we'll have to see. Nicole, 35, she's a university lecturer. She says she had a crush on the guy Ed when they was in college, but she was a good girl. And I guess what was he, a bad boy? He wasn't trying to be with no good girls, but we'll have to see. He said he's a management consultant. He's 40 years old. He done moved back to Michigan. And we'll see how he does. And then, like I said, we got to meet Vance, who's 42, service technician. And he was the one that also was taking a liking to Donna, the mathematician. He says, I don't know algebra, but I sure would like to learn Donna, the mathematician. But Ashley was walking around saying you have to have money to date her. She says she's fun, she's funny, and you need to have money to date her. She says she ain't messing with no broke people. Devin, he had a whole lot of strict rules about animals. He said he don't like the dog hair. You ain't sleeping in the bed with him. And his mannerisms and his rules proved to be too much for Ashley. And Devin couldn't read a room. He was thinking he was getting points with Ashley, but Ashley was like, no way, no how. She said she like a masculine man, and she felt his mannerisms were too what? Feminine? I don't know. But Nicole was liking her some Darius. Darius has 2 grown children. Darius is a charmer. He gonna be charming the pants off these ladies. And he really liked Ashanti, who was 31 years old. She owns some salon suites. She's a chef. She said that what's gotten her in trouble in dating is her sharp tongue. She said her tongue is hotter than some jalapeno peppers. But she did say she likes to travel. And then when he asked her where you like to travel to, she said Miami. Girl, pick somewhere further. Pick somewhere where at least you gotta use your passport. My goodness. Then we got to meet Reggie, 38, tattoo shop owner. He said he the cutest thing in the room. He run around with a Playboy tattoo, talking about the Playboy tattoo was for his brother. Ain't nobody buying that. Emily definitely didn't buy it, and she let him know, I'm not believing these lies. And in turn, he didn't like Emily. She said she was stiff, she was bonkers, and once he found out she was a Sagittarius, he said, "Oh, and she crazy." Emily just need to smile a little bit. She really does just need to smile. But like I said, Vince liked Donna. She a mathematician, and Donna said she's all about stats and data. And she says in her 20s she was in the wrong relationships, but now in her 30s she's had to heal and grow, so she's ready for something. Just like Diamond, who's 34. Even though she says she's on a whole lot of people's do not date list because she's an attorney, she is looking for love. And then we met Cardi, who's 36. He's an insurance broker, and he said dating him is an experience. What kind of experience, Cardi? And then lastly, we also got to meet Shannon, who's a registered nurse, 33 years old. She says she's been focused on her career too much, not enough on her romantic life. And she says she's been in school for 14 years and she got 5 different degrees. Girl, I hope it don't come with a whole lot of student loan debt. I really don't want to come up with a lot of student loan debt. But that whole kerfuffle that happened between Dominique and Vince, because she was married to Sean Leonard and her famous ex-husbands, he should have left that alone. He should. Don't nobody want to be sitting around talking about their exes to this degree, and he reading her tattoos, talking about she didn't do a good enough job covering it up. Between him and Christina, they was definitely my least favorite people this episode. But we also got to see Emily and Chris together. Emily's a school teacher, like I said. Chris is a chef. He opens up restaurants. And like I said, I just need to see Emily smile. She just needs to smile just a little bit. And when Lauren was asking Xavier to twirl around so I can see you, Xavier says, I am not your puppet. And that made Lauren mad and said, if you're not going to turn around and twirl for me now, that means you ain't going to do nothing for me later on. So I'm done with you. Cardi said he was sweating out his perm during this whole mixer. He said, ooh, this is pressure. Pressure, pressure, pressure. But in the end, on the bottom was Dominique, Emily, Richie, and Devon. But nobody got sent home. I was happy about that. I don't like it when they send people home on the first episode. So we shall see. We just getting started, people. But so far, I'm liking it. Like I said, I felt like everyone, good looking people, good professions. They came suited and booted, everything. I liked it. I really, this is a step up from Philly. This is a step up from Philly. Y'all got to admit, we have stepped up a bit compared to last season. So I will see y'all soon as we talk about what happens down the road. Talk to y'all later. Bye.